Hi, and welcome back to Purple Collar Life. You can see I'm out here harvesting some more of this limb wood, and usually when I start a video I have some idea in my head of what the title will be and what the idea of the video is. The idea for this video was the last of the limb wood. Unfortunately, that can't be our title because we still have more of the limb wood. But as I've been working on this, I've been coming up with some more titles. I'll talk to you about those as we get loading this wood. So I already took that first load from the big tool rack up and unloaded it. We've got more of these little rounds here to get loaded in and then take up to the wood pile and unload. Remember, we're trying to see how much limb wood we salvaged, kind of that waste not, want not philosophy that would have just been junk otherwise. So we've been cutting up these limbs to give us some more firewood for the future. But like I said, this won't be the end of the limb wood. I thought that would be the title. The title now is feeling like maybe something like, is firewooding a young man's game? Because I'll tell you what, when you're cutting on the ground and then picking up all the wood off the ground, these little rounds, you know, you're doing a lot of bending over and picking up. And I tell you what, it hurts my back. And I have never had a sore back, ever. But I was just telling Jennifer actually yesterday that this is the first year I'm starting to feel like I'm getting old. And I think I'm blaming this limb wood for it because I'm cutting low, I'm lifting from low. But I know Is Firewood a Young Man's Game won't be a good title because there's men and women that do firewood who are a lot older than me. I watch some of them on YouTube and I read their comments on our videos, so thank you all for leaving those comments. That does remind me, and I've heard Mike Morgan mention this, we've been getting some comments and emails lately saying that people thought they were subscribed, but they're not getting the notifications or they're not seeing our videos. Just make sure when you're watching the video, if you want to be subscribed, that little button already says subscribed. If not, go ahead and click it. I don't know what happens on YouTube, but somehow some of those subscribers get removed. It's not anything we do as creators. So if you want to be following us, and we hope you do, click that subscribe button or make sure you are subscribed to Purple Collar Life. So I don't know, maybe the title of this video would be something like, no more working on the ground. Okay, I think we're in a good spot here. We've got the limb wood that we cut today picked up. We've got a lot of the tree limbs that we're not cutting up thrown into the brush pile. The deer have been loving that brush pile. They sleep around it, they nibble on it. So that's been a good idea to pile them just in the edge of the woods. The deer, and I think probably a lot of other animals, really enjoy that little kind of barrier or habitat space. I'm sure that Chris from Watershed Overlook will notice that the Ford tractor is still not running perfectly. I think you can probably see that smoke coming out of there. I don't think that's just because it's cold. I think that's part of it not running properly. These old farm tractor ag tires really dig in. I'd never make it up here with the John Deere with those R4s. These R1 ag tires, even in two-wheel drive, are superior to the R4s on my John Deere in four-wheel drive. It's getting pretty slick, and you can see how those tires really dug in climbing this hill. So we've still got the big tool rack here to unload, but we honestly got quite a bit more wood than I thought we would out of the limbs of that maple tree. I think the original video we did was called "Are Small Rounds Worth the Effort?" or "Is Small Firewood Rounds Worth the Effort?" And it has been effort. This has taken me a lot of time to get all these rounds cut up, brought up here, stacked up. It's a lot of handling because they're small pieces. And like I said, I just noticed in the last week or so that I think it tweaked my back a little bit. But this will be really good firewood for us in the future. So yes, worth the effort, but I think you gotta pace yourself. And I say that with a little bit of laughter because for the first time ever, someone in a recent comment said they thought I was lazy because I was using the split fire log splitter instead of splitting all my firewood by hand. Lazy is not something I'm used to someone saying to me. I work long days at work, and people at work often compliment my work ethic. But I guess when you put yourself on YouTube, there's that chance. We split with the log splitter because I don't have a ton of time to harvest our firewood. It's after my working hours or on the weekends like this. And it's just more efficient to split it with a hydraulic log splitter than to split by hand. We heat with our wood. We did a video about that recently, the amount of money we've saved heating with firewood. So I have to be efficient with my time because I don't have a whole lot of time extra outside of my workday. And splitting the wood with the axe or a maul would take a lot more time. Sure, it'd be a good workout, and it's fun to split wood like that, but it's also fun to get more accomplished, which is what happens when we use the split fire. We are getting some snow here today. They're saying we could get a decent amount for Christmas Eve. Originally, the Thursday and Friday forecast leading into Christmas Eve was that we would get about 20 inches of snow. They've already reduced that, maybe getting 5 to 10 inches. I was hoping for the 20 inches. Yeah, definitely more wood than I thought we would get from that limb wood, and we're not even done with it yet. You can see our stacks starting to get pretty high here. So thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed me working on more of those small limb wood pieces. The stack is pretty impressive, I think. That was all wood that was going to be not firewood, and now it is firewood. So we're beyond the edge here of a 4x4 skid, and we are easily 4 feet, well, probably about 4 feet high here beside me. So that's a pretty good stack of firewood, and like I said, there's more left. Just as a reminder, if you intended to be subscribed, make sure you check that subscribe button. There are some things going on with YouTube, and some people are becoming unintentionally unsubscribed from Purple Collar Life and Outdoors with the Morgans and a lot of other channels. So just make sure that subscribe button is clicked if you want to be following us along. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again the next time. Lots to talk about in the next video. I've got some updates here on the Ford tractor. Like I said, it's not running quite right, but I think there's a future fix for that. And now that we've got most of the limb wood out of the way, it'll finally be time that we can start working on splitting up those big rounds of the oak and the maple. So if you're interested in videos about firewood and log splitters and chainsaws, we'll see you again the next time.